everyone. Okay, so I've got a few questions that I really needed to do. And the questions are when I did the workshop starting last year in December for 2023, most of you knew that February and March were going to be something wow. And then August and September were going to be something wow. So when we look at February and March, you need to go back and what began, because both February and both March, something actually started to grow. Something was created, something was done. And in 6 months, that actually then tells you this is going to thrive, this is paying back, etc., etc. So that's how this works. And I really focused on those 4 months and told you to take extra care and write down everything that happened in February, March, so you can understand August and September. But because February and March were wood on wood, that means the creation, whatever was created, whether it was a faith, whether it was a business, whether it was a child, whatever was created, you're going to feel it reversed in August, September. So when I say reverse, it's pruning time. And pruning means discipline, pruning means principles, that kind of thing. So what is coming elementally? February, March was wood. Wood is about growing. Wood is about branching out. Wood is also about kindness and confidence. So more people were confident and kinder in those 2 months. Although 2023 didn't start till March, because February was a tiger, it was still 2022. So the 7th of March is when 2023 started. By the time August comes along, it's metal on metal, and September is metal on metal. Now, metal on metal, this is elemental, keep that in mind. Even though today we don't use coin as a metal element, we know that the whole frequency of this, the metal, is about money. So February, March, we had interest rate. I'm just giving you an example here, nothing more. We had interest rates, etc., starting, and they just kept going from there. So August, September is actually coin. It's money that is handled, which then means, and metal is also IT. So does that mean that IT will go down? And if you don't have cash, you can't buy anything? I'm just giving it to you as an elemental thing. It's up to you what you then do with this. It's kind of like, you believe it or you don't. It's like that. So think about February, March to actually understand August and September. Whatever the wood for you was in February, March, it's going to be pruned in August and September. And it's pruned in a big way. August, the elements of how they stand, it means those at the top are making the changes regarding coin. By the time it gets to September, they may regret the decisions they have made because it is in clash. So that's how this works. So go back. I keep saying this. Go back to February, March. What did you begin that you need to now prune in August and September? So elementally, if you're an earth element, then wood would have been the pressure on you. So all that pressure of February, March, when August and September comes along, you have a voice now, and you'll tell whoever all this pressure is from to F off, basically. It's the best way I can put it. Shut the front door. If you're the fire element, and wood is your learning, it's your resources, it's all the things that coming through your head is downloads or reading or academic, whatever. It's about to pay off for you in August and September. And it's paying off big time. There is nothing but money in this. If you're the wood element, you had competitors and very, very social 2 months. When I say social, it could also be work, as in TeamViewer, Zooms, that sort of thing, but also births, deaths, marriages, all the whole lot. So very social time. When August comes along for you as the wood element, it is now time that you've kind of overindulged, and now it's time to think, what the? And then you're going to prune yourself and step back one step, not more than one, just a step back because you've gone overboard. If you're the water element, February, March, you had a voice and you did not stop using that voice. So if you had to say to somebody, shut the front door, you did. And then August, September comes along, and now you are sitting and thinking about all of that. You're not opening your mouth without thinking. You're going to now think, and you probably won't open your mouth, but that's how it is now. So do you see how I'm explaining it for each element? Because it means different for each. For the metal element, February, March was a lot of money coming through. This money could have peaked as well. It was coming from anywhere. But August, September, you being the metal element means now you have a lot of competitors. Okay. So competitors for everything in life. And that's really all the elements. I'm sure I've covered them all. Yes. And just for those people that are asking about interest rates, etc., for some of us that are old enough, the interest rate, I think, is at 18 or something. It was actually at 18. Was it 80s or 90s? It was one of those. And people got through. Don't focus. Don't focus on what the government is doing because it's all a distraction. For those that wanted me to explain more about the person that did the interest rates, the Governor, Philip Lowe, he's been replaced, but I already said he won't make it to September. Now, what you've got to remember is, I'm not doing her chart. The person that replaced him signed off on everything. So think of everything I have just said and look at it from February, March to August, September. So will she make it past September? Yeah, I'll leave that. I'll leave it alone because whatever the whole thing that is being thrown at you, there's something else going on. Okay, so keep your mind open. Thank you for everybody that has sent healing. Thank you for everybody that has come around and bought something. I am so grateful. I'm so grateful to know that so many people care. And it's not that I'm not unwell. It's just the pain I'm going through. That is all. Okay. I've had 2 big surgeries. And that started for me in February, March. And I should be fine by August, September. Yes, that's how I see it. You know your birth dates, you know the elements. I don't. I just go by what's guided. So have an amazing